Hey there, everyone. Hey, I just wrapped up a phone-directed session with a client of mine, and I just wanted to post a quick video and just talk about a couple of things that I do when I have a client-directed phone session, when I'm doing a voiceover. Phone sessions are actually pretty fun. A lot of the times, voiceovers are working on our own. We get the script, then we record it on our own. We send it back and forth to the client for feedback and revisions. So that can be a prolonged process and a little bit lonely. But when you're actually able to get on the phone with a client, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. You get to talk with people, make new connections, and just get to know your client and the people that you're working with. So I think it's a lot of fun. But there are a couple of things that I like to do during these sessions. This one in particular was pretty unique. In fact, there were two voiceovers for this particular project. I was working with a female talent, and both of us were on the phone together. So we worked through her lines, we worked through my lines, that sort of thing. It all worked out great, but I've just never done it with another voiceover talent before. So you never know what you're going to run into, but you roll with it and enjoy it. But here are a couple things that I like to do. So when I go through my lines, I'll actually give several variations of a particular line, rapid fire, one right after the other, just to give the client an idea of what those lines could sound like rather than just give one version, then do some feedback, and then another version. So if you give them a few options right off the bat, they can kind of pick out what they really like. And then the feedback session afterwards is that much easier. They say, I really like that version, so that way you're able to narrow down how you're going to read those lines. So that's one thing I like to do. The other thing is, a lot of these directed sessions, there is a lot of feedback, and you're trying to keep track of everything. I try to take notes and make sure what I need to work on. But then what I like to do is after the phone session is done, after we hang up the phone, I go take a quick break, come back, and then refresh myself and go through the script another time, all the way through with everything in mind. So you're able to process what you just talked about, but I feel that an extra read or two through those lines offers a little more continuity, and you're able to put things together. But after a quick break, you got to refresh yourself a little bit. So I do like to offer another read after the phone session and send that their way. And again, I also like, in those versions, offer several takes of different liners as well. I try to give the client as many variations as possible, so that way they have something to pick from. So you're not doing a lot of email back and forth and prolonging that editing process after the call. So hopefully those things help you out on your next phone-directed session. So I'll leave it right there and wish you luck. Hey, all the best. Take care.